Welcome to Margin Business Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. In today's episode, we got Aysha Zhang. Aysha is the Global Partnership Director at YUGUO. And YUGUO is the largest cross-border e-commerce service platform in China and the largest Chinese cross-border traffic entrance for China. YUGUO is definitely the place to go if you want to sell your goods or your services in China. Welcome. Okay. Thank you so much, Aysha, to have joining us today at the Margin Business Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Very happy to have you here. We want to know more about you, about your company, and everything around. So please give us a little bit of a background.
Okay, so first, Omar, thank you for this opportunity. And it's my pleasure to join your podcast. My name is Aysha, and I graduated from university from 2014. And I have 1 year experience working in garments and clothes in international trading. And then I moved to an IT company, focusing on the telecom product. We are one of the top brands globally. And one of my friends mentioned YUGUO to me and saying we are focusing on cross-border e-commerce. And I was suddenly attracted by the industry because cross-border, very new and uprising field in China market related to e-commerce. So I got excited and joined the company from 2019, March. That's how I got in YUGUO. And then I'd like to introduce a little bit more about our company.
Okay, would be great.
Yes, and YUGUO established from 2014. In the first 3 years, we positioned as the new medium platform in cross-border. So from day one, our company only focused on cross-border e-commerce. Back in 2014, that's when marketplace Amazon, eBay first come to China, and they realized they need more products, they need more merchants and sellers. And China is a global factory. You know, we have good products. That's how our boss see the big trend in China market, that we updated our CIFNEWS.com website, focusing on release different kind of content and news about cross-border to help educate and influence China market, to let people know what's cross-border and how to do cross-border business. Until today, we are still the largest traffic platform in China that's focusing on cross-border e-commerce. We have 1.5 million users and 3.5 unit visitor monthly, and monthly page view on our content is 9.5 million. And the second stage of our business is positioned as a smart service platform, meaning for any e-commerce business, we can help them to get on board of local marketplaces and find different services like logistics, finance, payment, software, etc. And in 2021, we upgraded our platform as a full-round cross-border industrial marketplace, focusing on helping provide one-stop marketplace service and also independent online store service, meaning like some sellers, they have their own brand. They'd like to build their own website via Shopify, BigCommerce, etc. And the third business line we have today is to help China local brands to go overseas to develop their own brand in global market. So this is what YUGUO's business line today. So through 3 stages of development, we grow from content platform to service platform and to a full-round industrial platform to be able to offer different kind of services for cross-border e-commerce business.
Sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate you having you here today, watching this video right now. And I wanted to let you know that Margin Business can help Amazon sellers to sell more on the European marketplaces through listing, optimization, and localization. If you want to know more, just send us an email, info@marginbusiness.com. Thank you. Now enjoy your video. Sorry, one more thing. If you like our content, please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. That would help us so much. Thank you and enjoy. Okay. So to understand this correctly, or to wrap this up, you actually, YUGUO is a platform which helps Chinese sellers to develop into the world, right? On one side, but YUGUO helps as well foreign sellers to develop inside of China, right?
Correct.
So if we want to have our product, if you want to sell a product, for example, service or a product, we can come to YUGUO, and YUGUO would promote our product or services within China, which is very, very good, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of demand for products from outside of China to sold to the Chinese customers, and the same as well for the services, because there is plenty of services. I mean, China is very complete, let's say it this way, but there are still services which are needed within China, and there is a big customer base, and you can help as well to do the same, right? To develop the company and the business in China. Okay.
Yeah, both service providers and marketplace, we can help you to do two major things in China market. The first one is branding. We can help you to build brand awareness through content marketing and different activities, online and offline. And the second purpose we can realize is to help you to develop your potential clients via lead generation, etc. So that's why a lot of major marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, even some local marketplaces like Frugal, Allegro in Poland, etc. They come to us for their branding and sellers recruitment in China.
Okay, understand. So it's really complete. So it's not only e-commerce. We can talk about anything we want to sell in China, for example, correct? So even we don't know the Chinese market, for example. Anyone who wants to come, they need to know the customer avatar. They need to know which company to sell to, which company to, which person in the company to speak to. Obviously, I mean, we can take a plane and fly, for example, to Beijing or Shanghai and then present ourselves for the companies. But I know for a fact that it's always better if you have somebody like YUGUO and you, for example, who can present our company from outside of China in order to present it to the local businesses in their form, like same as our work, what we do, the localization, because it's always hard if you don't know the culture, if you don't know the exact way how to talk to customers within the country. I prefer always to have somebody, some immediate person, intermediate person, who can, in this case, YUGUO, who can actually present our business correctly and more efficiently to the Chinese market. Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
So just what I want to understand as well, I mean, YUGUO grew. It's 2014. Okay, we need to. I think businesses out of China are very, very like rocketing up through the roof. You know, it's really big. So if we talk about 2014 and we look today, YUGUO grew. We can. I think in percentage wise, it's already hard to put it out, you know. So how many employees you started and how many employees are you right now?
We started from a group of 8 people in our company, and we have now nearly 600.
Wow, this is
in our company.
You know, this is what I call real growth, you know, and this is a real good organization who's doing this. So I don't know if you have this information, but what is the aim for YUGUO in the next years? I mean, where do they want to go? I mean, the comparison or direct, not to say direct competitors, but who you look up to, who you want to be like, or is YUGUO really on their own and they want to stay, they have their own way to do things?
Yes, there's one very interesting point I want to share is our business model today is very unique in global market. Even like a few days ago, one of our partners in Brazil asked me, they started working with us on project. There are major marketplace in Brazil, and we help them to do branding and sales recruitment. And they ask us, do you know any company in US or in Europe who do exactly the same like you, and we can come to them to develop local sellers? I told them we even looked ourselves, looking for a company like us, 100% focusing on cross-border e-commerce and do different services for e-commerce business, but we don't find, even in China, we are the only one do what we're doing. Okay, and because we can cover the service for sellers, we can cover the sellers for brands, cover the service for service providers, as well as marketplaces. So that's the one thing I'm very proud of that our company is doing. We're covering full service. We are taking care of different players in this industry. And I'm confident to say it's very hard to find a competitor in this industry. But again, we are still keep going and doing our best. I think there are two major things that we are planning to do for the next years. That's our company's goal. The first one is we're gonna help more global local marketplaces and service providers to come to China, because you will, in China market, it's very huge. The year-on-year growth on cross-border is averaged over 300 to 500%. That means if you want to expand, enrich your product, you want to enrich your merchants, and you want to grow your GMV in a better level, that's China is a place to explore. And we want to help guide and help more marketplace and service providers to establish their business in China and expand more. And this is one direction. And the other direction is we will keep helping China brands to continuously go overseas, global market, to build their brand locally. And also, like the DTC is a big thing today, you know, DTC development to help the Chinese local brands to expand in global market, no matter it's through marketplaces or through their independent online stores. But they always know I have like a brand positioning, I have a target market, I can find local marketing service, I can find local KOL service, I can find local logistics service to develop my brand. This is our major two missions in the next years.
Okay, I mean, it's very interesting because from the last years, from what we have seen, there has been like the Chinese brands have been very, very present on the Amazon marketplaces. Yes. In the US and in Europe. Now, they didn't localize. So they did their best, what they could do, but they didn't really like 100% localize. So this is what you mentioned as well. The manufacturer was directly involved in the sales. So this way, I mean, they have the competitive prices, 100%. But they could done 100%, 200% more if they would have localized their Amazon listings, for example, you know. And this is right. What I'm seeing right now. This is what is happening. Chinese sellers are a lot more focused now on their listings and on the photos. They really take care of their photos right now. They really put some money in there, you know. So, and this is the evolution as well that I'm seeing. And companies like yours, I'm sure they have been very helpful as well in this aspect, because when you bring somebody to a new market, all of this needs to be known, all of this needs to be done. If not, the manufacturer will not lose money now, but lose money on the long run, because everything is 100% professional now. There is no more shortcuts like before. Now it's really straightforward. And this is really something I'm seeing now developing a lot, and developing as well on the Chinese market. And I'm sure they will strive and get even bigger in the future. So yes, I mean, yeah. It's really interesting having you here on the podcast. Do you have any message for maybe Chinese sellers and as well European sellers or US sellers or worldwide sellers at the moment? So a message to the world.
Okay, thank you. I think a message for the sellers is I have two. First one is focusing on your product and your brands. As long as the core value on your product that you can make sure you can develop in the right way. You know, product is always the key to I don't know, maybe R&D or your product positioning and some ideas on your product. And for certain markets to spend enough energy and thoughts and ideas in your products, always worth it. So this is first one. And second is don't put your eggs in one basket, meaning when you have a good product, don't rely on only one channel, like only on Amazon. We know that Amazon have very flexible, you know, policies and rules these days. And you can always explore some local marketplaces or some develop your own stores to make sure you have like more rights for your brands. For example, if you are home and garden brands, maybe you can consider Mano Mano in France or Mobile 24 in Germany. Those are the vertical local growth marketplace that can help your brand and your product grow better in Europe market. So I think sellers could keep a flexible mind to explore different options and find the most suitable channels, multiple channels for your product globally. And also I want to share a message for marketplace. For the local marketplaces, I think they have to consider to develop China sellers and China products. So this is a major key because China sellers have enough passion to develop their products to meet their demands, you know, to meet their consumers' demands, to develop the product in the right way, to help you to grow on the GMV in long term. Because we are working with around 100 global e-commerce marketplaces to help them in China for branding and sellers recruitment. We the results and there's that, you know, if they're satisfied working with us. We got a lot of positive feedback regarding their GMV growth because in China, we can say that China is the most developed e-commerce marketplace globally. And the Chinese sellers know how to do cross-border e-commerce, how to handle their product, how to find the local services. That's why the point you mentioned that the international service providers like Amazon listing service providers, local marketing, they are more and more popular in China market because sellers have more knowledge to know that I need different kinds of professionals to empower my business. So for marketplaces, I think they could be more aggressive to develop those sellers as long as they are qualified sellers for your marketplace. And we have a lot of resources on YUGUO could help them to do a better performance on your marketplace and also, most importantly, to help your consumer to find better product.
Great. That's an amazing message. Yeah, thank you so much. So like I already said, don't just take a plane and fly to China and try everything on your own. It's so easy, you know. You just call up Aysha from YUGUO, and you know she will help you and give you the necessary information in order to explore the Chinese marketplaces and have a lot more channels in order to reach the local population. Please let us know where can anyone contact you or the team which is responsible for cross-border marketing or for foreign clients.
Yes, we welcome our international partner could always contact me by email or our LinkedIn account, YUGUO, on LinkedIn, and also our website, cifnews.com.
I will put it here.
Yes, I will send it to you.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, then
Okay.
thank you
so
much. Thank you so much for your talk. It was very informative, and let's do this again in the future. I'm waiting for updates from YUGUO, going and how it's going, and it's very, very interesting. Thank you so much, Aysha.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Omar.